Chevy Woods of the Taylor gang from Vostfr, and I'm happy to be here too. Thanks for having me.
I got a call from my dog doing fad time. Said he would've did it different from his past time. 100 books and he ain't never read a lick. He stressed out about his kids, his baby mama bitch. Said he heard she busted open just to pay the rent. The judge took him out the game, now he play the bench. Damn, man, the Fed said he been a target. Caught with 2 chickens, all white, Boston market.
Thank you. How did you start rap music? Can you explain us how did you begin in this?
I actually went to college for a year. I was kind of into rap music, but not like mainstream rap music. Just it was like some local guys in my neighborhood that I used to listen to. And I went to college and I met one of my friends. His name is Ed Brown, and he had things going on of like. He had CD covers, and he knew how to put things into 16 bars and choruses, and I had no idea of that. And he just showed me, and I left school after a year, and I had a keyboard. I traded it in, got $350, and called and found a studio. I started recording there, and a few days after I started recording there, I seen Wiz there, and we met, smoked a little bit, and we've been friends ever since then.
Okay, that's very interesting. So you're part of the Taylor gang too, so with Wiz Khalifa and also Joycey G. Can you explain us what is your role in this label? What do you do for the label, and how this label is really different than the other one in the industry?
I think now having like Juicy J around and having Ty Dolla $ign around, it just became more about the music for me instead of it just being I'm just gonna try something. I really started to love it instead of just liking it, because before I was just doing it for fun and for my neighborhood and for my homeboys and stuff like that. But once this came about and the opportunity came about, I had to start taking it serious. So
what's the real difference between the American public and the European public, you think?
I think that it's not over here like music is you're not spoiled with it. In America we're like spoiled with it. We get it all the time. So, when you come over here and do shows and things of that nature, it's just about the fans. They've been waiting, so they know every word. And that's what kind of like trips me out. I'm like, they know every word. They're singing along. So, it happens in America too, but I just think it's more spoiled with artists because you get to see them all the time.
Now you're working all the time with Wiz Khalifa too on your show. What this artist, is this artist really influence you in your work right now? Or
yeah, all the way.
All the way?
All the way. Like he's at the top of his game, and he's the leader of us. You know what I mean? So it's like if he's working hard, then that means that you got to work hard. There's no time for like falling off because he's never like quitting or saying I don't want to do this or so you have to. Just man up and, do what you have to do.
He's really a hard worker, and
yes.
you're too?
Very much so. That's where it comes from, you know what I mean? Of course, my mom is a very hard worker also, but as far as like music industry things and seeing, somebody of Wiz Khalifa's, stature, working hard till this day, and he has anything that, he can want right now. So if he doesn't quit, then why would I?
This is a lot of inspiration for you.
Very much so.
What was your way of spirits when you make this?
We just went into it thinking like album style, like kind of like making it like half of an album, to make people want more and want the album later. And I gave away music for like 10, 11 years for free. You know what I mean? I never put nothing on iTunes till like 2 years ago. So it was just like, making that step to, the mainstream and prepare myself to, work on my album.
Okay, and you're working on your new album right now, or you're...
No, I'm working on it. I've been working on it for a while now, and we're just trying to find the right artwork, the right title, the right songs, because I don't want it just to be a couple good singles and just put some filler songs in there. I don't want to do that. I want it to be like every song is something special.
Very personal.
Yeah, so I'm trying to take it, personally.
So you're from Pittsburgh, like you just said before. Can you explain us more about the lifestyle in Pittsburgh? Because we don't know a lot about the city in France.
Right. Well, it's like everybody there works hard. It's like a blue collar type of town. You know what I mean? So everybody takes their job serious there. You know what I mean? And it's just it trickles down, I think, to the whole city. You know what I mean? Once you find something that you really want to do, in our city, like people stick to what they're doing, and then they just do it full throttle, like all the way. So it's like nothing's really half-ass. You know, in Pittsburgh, everybody's just, you know, going hard at what they do. But at the same time, you know, it's just like everywhere else. It's violence. It's, you know, it's drugs. It's bad things. And
okay. And you want to make more artistic projects on your city personally, or you want to be invest in the city?
yeah. I mean, well, we've been doing little things here and there. You know, I don't try to get credit for the things that I'm doing, like community and stuff like that, because it's things that I feel like I'm supposed to do. You know what I mean? And like coming up when I was a kid, there were, you know, people looking out for us as when we were kids. So I'm just returning the favor.
Who are the artists who influence you the most?
That's a good question. 50 Cent was one of them. Like I was real big on, you know, even before he became popular, I was real big on, you know, underground and mixtapes and things like that. Of course, Jay-Z, Biggie Smalls, and all of those guys, Tupac and everything. But for me, it was just actually listening to 50 Cent and being able to go outside my house and actually see the things that he was rapping about. Like I would see the older guys in my neighborhood doing these things, and I'm just like, there's a way to put it on music, and they're still out here doing it. So I kind of like found my way, you know, in that same realm to be able to, because I was in the streets for a little bit, you know, running around selling drugs and stuff like that. But it was just so much stuff that came with that, and problems and things of that nature, that I was just like, it's not for me. I don't want to be dead or in jail or anything like that. So I just like cold turkey and quit and put everything in the music.
And the music helps you to...
Yeah, very much so. Because
to get away from this?
Yeah, because I can tell, I have stories and stuff and things that I've been through, you know what I mean, that there's a lot of stuff that I haven't said, you know what I mean? People are asking for more and more, and I'm just rolling it out the way that I feel like it should be, the story should be played out. So I'm not trying to rush into telling people everything. I'm just trying to make them wait.
Yes, that's really interesting. You don't want to make your business on this. You really want this thing to be really out of you right now, and be concentrated to your music.
It's just personal. You know, now that I have the platform to be that way, and I don't have to be as secretive with things, I'm able to just be free with it.
And what do you think about Paris in the street style life?
I love it.
Right?
I like the clothes that people wear over here. Like, you know, in America, you kind of like get judged for things that you wear, you know what I mean? But over here, it's just like whatever, you know what I mean? So I actually like went out and bought, you know, things that I wouldn't wear in America, and I wear it over here, you know what I mean? So, but in the same token, the stuff that I bought and I want to take from here, I want to go back to America and show people that, you know, you can wear this type of stuff, you can get this type of clothing, and, you know, things of that nature, and just be outgoing with, you know, how you feel about your clothing, your fashion, your lifestyle.
Beyond the music, is there some experiences that touch you particularly recently, like maybe travel or a book or travel or I don't know, painting?
I've been watching a lot of documentaries lately on different countries, and, you know, people that were like gangsters and, you know, like presidents and leaders and stuff like that, just to be more into it. And when I, you know, get to these places, I know, you know, some things, and I know, you know, what to talk about. I know what to have conversations about. So I'm always just watching documentaries, learning.
Okay. So it's really important for you to stay aware
always
about what is happening in the world.
Always.
For your writing or just for your personal life?
It's kind of, sometimes it's for both, but it's more for personal reasons. You know, it's like a lot of times things like that become conversation pieces. So, you know, if you know something about, you know, something that I don't know about, and you tell me, and then I tell you something, you know, it just makes for good conversation, and, you know, you find out things, you know, through other people. Okay.
And you're inspired in your new album. Will you be inspired by all by all this new actuality by all?
Yeah, because I'm doing a bunch of things differently now. You know what I mean? I'm actually like taking my time with the music, placing the right words, getting the right producers, going back and recording songs over. You know, just things of, you know, that nature, and traveling becomes a big part in music because you see things and you get to talk about things that, you know, people may not have been to Paris and things like that. So if I tell them something and they're my fans, they're actually going to listen to me and they're going to take that and say, well, Chevy said it was like that, and they're going to check up on it and, you know, Google stuff and things of that nature. So it goes a long way.
Of course. Okay, thank you very much. Do you have something to say to our reader right now?
Nah, I just want to say thank you for having me. I'm gonna keep making music, keep making good music, and the album, and the Taylor Gang album, and Taylor Gang, whatever you want, Taylor Gang is on the way.
Okay, so thank you very much, really.
Thank you.